Welcome back to the grind. In this video, we are going to briefly touch on an Atlas season update because there is a lot of questions going around about this land shuffle and if they are extending the season. Well, they have confirmed now officially on the forums that they will be increasing the current Lotus Blossom season to finish on September 17th. So we have, what is that, another 3 weeks or so to go for this season. So they have decided that they will be increasing that because the land shuffle details were not quite ready. They had a lot of other stuff come up, I guess, and they were not able to create this land shuffle to a way that they were satisfied. So they are going to be adding some extra prizes to the rider branch. There will be 19 new prizes to claim. And within those prizes, you'll get an additional 500 blue rider shards, which is enough to claim a whole nother rider, which is great for those who want to do that and want those extra prizes. That's awesome. It will not feature a new rider, but because we already have Xandra for this season. But you can use those shards on prior riders, and there are several really good ones that you can get if you don't have them yet. And so after this season ends on the 17th, a full-length Atlas season will begin after that. And they have not yet decided if there will be a land shuffle. They said this full-length season will follow regardless of whether or not land shuffle is ready. The land shuffle development will continue, but will occur at a later date and maybe in the middle of a season. We'll share details of this well in advance so that players can prepare and plan accordingly. So there's some positives and negatives to all of these factors. So a lot of players I've already seen are frustrated about the extension of this season because they've already completed all the prizes, and simply adding 19 prizes with 500 blue rider shards doesn't really tickle their fancy enough to get them back into Atlas to hit some castles and stuff. The blue rider shards, while nice for some players, are not ideal for all players if they already have all the riders from Atlas that they want, because let's be honest, there's only a handful of great riders in Atlas and the others pale in comparison. Another thing to consider is a lot of players just want more shards, and so we don't know if there's many shards in those prizes yet, so we'll see once that gets updated, and hopefully there's some good shards in there for those who need it. For someone like me who's been kind of lazy in Atlas or just really busy and not really had the time to put into Atlas this season, this extension is very helpful for me so that I can work towards getting the mythic gear to complete the set that I need for housing. I'm quite far off still, unfortunately, so having that extra 3 weeks is actually pretty critical in order for me to make that happen. If they didn't extend it, I wouldn't make it, but whatever, that's fine. I'll figure it out and I'll get it in another season. This part about land shuffle, I'm actually on the side of, I think land shuffle has the potential to be interesting. I wish they would actually just implement the Crusades without reshuffling the land and without requiring that you do Crusades to maintain and get new castles. If they just added a new island and gave us the Crusades in that way, sure, then you can make us build our new castles on the new island, but let us keep the ones we currently have. Alternatively, don't make castle building depend upon Crusades. Just let us do the Crusades for fun. Let us, let us declare upon an enemy and have us fight at our current castles, but not have it, determine who gets to keep the castle. Give us different rewards that aren't based around building up a castle, but just give us rewards including, like instant troops, more gold, increase the capacity of our Atlas storage, or more rider shards. There's lots of different prizes, including like building resources, timers, all of those things that people really want they'll, I'm sure, do crusades for those rewards, and then you don't have to completely rework how Atlas is run and how it would work. It's a small addition that could easily be done, and that would, I think, stimulate a lot of active battles. If the prizes were good enough. I wish they would just do that, because I actually think crusades is something that sounds fun. So I wouldn't mind trying that, but I don't feel like all of Atlas has to be reworked in order to make that happen. So I wish they would just, implement the crusades in a more, conservative or relaxed manner, rather than having to do this entire reshuffle and redevelop how castles are built and this and that. But it is what it is. They put their efforts to certain places, and they have their plans and their roadmaps. A lot of it happens behind the scene that we don't really see, so it's hard to really judge how much time they are spending on different things. Obviously, they could be devoting more than half their workforce into completely new developments that we haven't even heard of yet, which is a discussion all on its own. But I did want to get this information out to you so that in case you're not following the forums, you can just see that the extension for the LotusBloom season has been confirmed. It will go until September 17th. There will be some extra prizes in the Rider branch, and there will be another full-length Atlas season to follow, regardless of whether or not the land shuffle will happen. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that. I will update you all when I know about the reshuffle and those details. So keep an eye on the channel for that. Thank you to all my faithful supporters, my new supporters, and those, if any, who subscribe after watching this video. But no pressure, seriously. Thanks to everybody for watching, and if you haven't, you should go check out the forums. There is a new thread which is teasing about next season. So they did throw out some clues. Get in there, help out with answering those clues, and see if any of the new details or pictures or stuff about the new dragons for next season is given out there. I think we already have the names of some of the dragons. Not sure if the name of the season has been released, but hopefully we'll get to see some of those details popping up in the thread within the next 1 to 2 days, and I'll definitely make an update video on that once some of that information comes up. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.